Okay. Boy, I got a way later start today than I thought I would. Things just keep piling up, man. Life maintenance. But good news is I'm here now for a while. We got today's a butt recording, which is snugly in the middle of the day. Wrapped around people's schedules other than my own. So I'm going to have to take a break. I'm going to have to step away from the stream for a couple of hours in a minute. But until then, I get to play Max Payne 3. Oh, we got a fresh Max. We haven't gotten fully punished Max yet. I think it's about to happen. Oh man, this game's so good though. Oh, it's 420 in Costa Rica? Fuck yes. Everything's coming up gaming. Hey, Ansem, thanks for the sub.
Now, both of you.
Yeah, I haven't done a recording in like a month. Shit. Damn, man. Whoa. It's just action. Just action. Yeah. Game was tragically underrated. I agree, Folk Smash.
Max! Yeah, it's safe. Come on. We need to get you to the server room. Let's go.
Por que não posso ficar aqui com você debaixo da mesa?
Ooh.
Let's go. Come on. Okay. I'm coming.
Big Face Chan, thanks for the sub.
Come on.
3 years, 3 months. Let's pretend 3 weeks and 3 days. Yeah.
Real security guards had been run off, paid off, or bumped up.
That feels better, doesn't it?
Us. It wasn't a fantastically comforting thought.
This doesn't look good. We gotta keep moving.
There's another micro SMG around. I'm not a big fan of the shotgun. I'll take that. I'll take a rifle. Oh, Keanu, please. Thanks for the sub. Back into the swing of things. I'm getting there. I'm getting there. I'm still working off a little bit of a debt, you know? I had some things pile up over the break. Chipping away at it.
That was the office Victor used at Fabricas Branco. I didn't have time to thumb through the old phrase book Portuguese, but it looked like Victor was asking for campaign contributions. Rodrigo held the family purse strings, and by the looks of it, he held them pretty tight.
They're all dead. I cannot stay here.
Victor's office had second son written all over it, half the size of Rodrigo's and a tenth as fancy. Marcelo's must have been a box in the basement.
Iceman, thanks for the sub.
They'd been keeping an eye on Fabiana from afar. Shame they'd been more interested in supposed infidelities than thugs sizing her up for a snatch.
It's through here.
What fast food should I get? I live in Texas, if that helps. Taco Bueno is what you should get. There it is. Wait, did I drop my rifle? What? How did I do that?
I never should have moved to Brazil.
Yeah. Yeah, game still looks amazing. I was just thinking about that. How, like, sometimes the truly great games scale immaculately. I think about Breath of the Wild and how, and I guess Tears of the Kingdom, how those games are still, like, they're still wonderful in their default environment. But man, if you brush them up in terms of resolution and frame rate, they just sing. Oh my gosh.
These codes should get us into the boardroom. Okay.
I guess good art withstands scrutiny under a microscope.
Right people out.
Oh shit! Oh my god!
He is now deaf. Poor guy. His afro didn't catch on fire.
We gotta go.
The story was my least favorite of the three, but got too much shit. It's separate. It's even more self-serious than 2, but I kind of like... I accepted that as the trajectory of the series, and I thought they knocked it out of the park in terms of characterization and tone. Yeah. I was hesitant at first too, but you know, if like...
No one else would need these.
If anyone's gonna do a game and do it right, it's gonna be Rockstar Games. Or it would be Rockstar Games. Who knows? Who knows what they're like these days, but... But yeah, I was just blown away. I was a Max Payne fan. And I couldn't have been happier with how they made this game. I think they played to their strengths. They understood the core of what it was. They nailed the action, even if it feels a little bit different. I think they get to the same ends with slightly different means. And to me, they're equally incredible.
These clowns were the same guns for hire who jumped our exchange at the stadium. Craccia Prado, the Black Badge. Right-wing paramilitary chumps protecting whoever paid the most. I guess that made them more like me than I cared to admit. Were they just looking for another payday, or did their business with the Broncos run deeper?
Eu vou por aqui, você vai por ali. Demorou. Silêncio!
Shit. Oh my god. Oh my god. I don't think I've ever seen that happen before. That was fucking ridiculous, dude. He was like out on his feet like that. Blood coming out of the wound like that?
We're good to go. Let's get that
Like it's...
back online.
Can we just spend a few more minutes?
It's gruesome, but it still matches the intensity. Like it's not...
Don't worry. I got your back. Poor kid was scared shitless.
It's very John Woo, I guess.
The worst of it.
Okay.
Kind of fits.
The server room is just down here.
Okay, so my PC just flickered, and I don't know what that means. I think my... What could have happened just then? Maybe my controller turned off? I don't like this. What are you? Oh, God. The Bitcoin miner kick in? What's going on? Hold on. I'm a little paranoid right now. God, the slate of Adobe bullshit. Ugh. Take my RAM, you bitch. Okay. I think it was just controller disconnect.
Doing good. Come on.
Hey, I didn't think I'd have a day like this when I wake up in the mornings.
Wish I could say the same thing. Fact was, I'd gotten used to protecting Bronco in the big bad world. We hadn't anticipated a siege situation here. Hadn't prepared for it. I couldn't tell the kid that. Something told me these guys didn't have security clearance.
Shit! Oh, that was an aggressive dive. There we go. Shit! Nope. What the fuck? Ah, that hurts so much. I don't even know who got me. That's what happens when they get your spine, man. You don't go down like a hero. Okay. Shit. Uh-oh, bonk. Here we go. Shit! Max, we gotta be cooler than that, buddy. Ah. Oh, I almost killed you. Oh, damn it. So sick, man. We got this, we got this. Damn. Whew. Hope they had Leon Kennedy style wrestling melee attacks in the remakes. That's for the Kung Fu mod, right? You have to have the full slate of Neo's moves from the Matrix Reloaded in Max Payne 1 and 2. Oh man, if Remedy did that themselves, that would be the most epic acknowledgement of like community content ever. Back from like 20 years in the past, too. I'm okay playing this section multiple times. It's actually fun to like experiment. And you know what's weird? That little like angelic tone in the music really gave me like a flashback to Hotline Miami. Which almost feels like that at some point. Except you don't have bullet time in Hotline Miami. And even like similar to Hotline, a whole lot of Max is wondering why he does what he does. Which kind of ends up being one of the commentary aspects. Ooh, oh, Max, we really bonked it. Really bonked it there, buddy. Oh, it's not looking good, is it? Ooh. It's a lot more implicit and ethereal and indie in Hotline. In Max Payne 3, it is more contained to Max Payne the character. Because since he's a noir stereotype, he gets to inhabit a lot of those things inside the story, as opposed to implying it in the ludonarrative layer. Yes, Hotline Miami fucking rules. No argument here. Hotline Miami is like... It's a pretty transcendent game. I remember getting to review it. We got like codes in at we got codes in at Machinima and nobody like cared. So I was like, I want to review that. And I played through it and it was just like mind-blowing, so good. And I was like, I remember reviewing it 9.5. I gave it that before anyone else said a damn thing about it. Because its genius was pretty evident to me. Enjoyed Hong Kong Massacre over Hotline Miami because of bullet time? Yeah, I need to play Hong Kong Massacre.
Come on, move.
It's interesting,
You gonna be able to fix this or what?
In a few minutes, eh?
I think they asked the director of John Wick 4 about Hotline Miami, and
What about Bronco's office? That's all.
I don't think he or Keanu were familiar with that, but they did cite Hong Kong Massacre as inspiration for the like top-down camera sequence.
Building to get back to Rodrigo's.
What do you think of Hotline Miami 2? It was crushed under the desire to deliver another
system was back online.
another layer of art
Things
above
might be
Hotline
looking for
Miami.
our fan club from here
I think they
on
bit
in.
off a little much.
Seemed like breaching the perimeter had been no more difficult than strolling through the front gates.
Story was like overcomplicated.
Who needs a Trojan horse when the alarm is down and your standing army is a
I never finished it,
dork
actually.
and a drunk.
Kind of shook me off.
Bronco's office overlooked the atrium. I could check in and make sure he hadn't checked out.
I should check it out. I should finish it. But yeah, to me it like reminded me of the end of the Scott Pilgrim manga, where it's like it got popular in the middle of it being made, so it had to shift from just maybe having a cutesy ending that told some like maybe like oh okay, oh that's a fun story. Suddenly it had to be like important and epic and super meaningful. Hotline Miami had like a fun twist.
Your guys working on the
Hotline
security
Miami
system
2
now,
felt like
sir.
It just came
they were
on.
trying to create a like
Then lock yourself down.
a psychedelic.
Let us take care of these guys down here. Once they
Heat.
realize they can't get to you, they should back off.
Max, try not to completely destroy the place.
Let's just concentrate on staying alive. Sir!
I don't know if there's some like quirky meta commentary in Hotline 2 at the end. I
There it went.
should finish it just
He
to
was
see.
tucked up safe. Now I needed to make it to the lobby to complete my sweep of the building, for what that was worth.
Would you be unironically happy with Max's physic? Or should I get counseling? I'm not sure what you mean, Orphan Masher. I feel like the most important word is the one that I don't quite understand. Physique. Oh. No, I mean, Max is a pretty bearish dude.
I'd woken up with a headache, and it was only getting worse.
I wouldn't mind looking like Max Payne. It's the ideal version of an alcoholic gunslinger, though. I didn't know if you meant like psychology or...
Shot through the head by some hero fighting the rich one lonely secretary at a time.
Oh shit. Armor dudes. Oh shit. I thought since the Down But Not Out was over that he was dead. No, it's just getting it down, I guess. Damn.
It looked like we'd seen the worst of it. The elevator would take me back up to Rodrigo's office where we could wait the rest of it out.
Sure. This seems like something you just kick back and have a coffee after. Was Max always a pro athlete, or did the booze and pills make him this way? It's part of the conceit of the universe. He's got cool gunslinging Hong Kong action abilities. They don't ever really, like, literalize it inside the story for any reason. I guess maybe he was injected with drugs in Max Payne 1? Yeah, the dead family shocked him into having superpowers. Did you enjoy Finland? I did very much.
What the hell I was going to find up there?
Fantastic
I
trip.
sensed it wasn't going to be a stripper bursting out of a cake.
Kind people, fun events, survivable and invigorating weather.
Made a sound.
Rodrigo, it's Max. Open up. Can you hear me?
Eu já tentei.
Senor Bronco, open up.
Yeah, they even made multiplayer for this game. Rockstar tried their hardest.
Get the hell out of here.
That was, to me, Max Payne 3 was the first warning sign that the 2010s were going to suck ass. Because it was like, it was the fullest package they could come up with. And people still just thought it wasn't worth it because it wasn't fashionable? I don't know. Was it the coldest you ever experienced in your life? Yes. Yes, because of a couple of specific factors. We did a snowmobile expedition out to see the Aurora, which we did, and it was amazing. But that also involved just kind of like driving around at night with a balaclava and a helmet, and that's it. So the like vapor from my breath froze on the mask.
Of course.
So in addition to like
Clean one shot.
cold air coming through my helmet,
I began to look for
ice was getting held on my face, while the mask was also icing up from the vapor from my breath. So that was very, very, very cold. I had like ice burn after that.
the cameras, and it looked like the disc was missing. Someone in the
Cletus Christ, thanks for the sub.
key. But then why had everyone else come driving through the goddamn wall? Fabiana. Even if the man who employed me was dead, his wife was still out there. Maybe she could be saved.
Sure, Max.
Some good.
Max is given Valkyrie in the first game, but he has bullet time powers before that.
Broken fragments.
Does he? That's what starts the story. You just don't know it until, you know, later. His family's dead from the drop. House of Klaus, thanks for the sub. Right? I did see Finland's. Oh wait, no, this year's? No, I gotta check that out.
It wasn't fatal. If I'd been out for any longer, the smoke would have gotten me.
Max just got exploded, poor guy. I gotta check out. I've been listening to Sonata Arctica again.
I was gonna be.
I also did some reading on Finnish
Out in his hands to his
Finnish
throat.
myth. Did you know that there's an Ahti in Finnish myth and he's the god of oceans? I don't know that there's a whole lot of parallels to Ahti
I was gonna get crushed to death.
in the Controller-verse, or the Remedy-verse. Aside from just, you know, literary illusion.
Look at me.
But that's cool!
I've been contracted to protect two people. One was being.
Whoops! Oh my god. God, we didn't deserve Max Payne 3 then. We don't now.
Perfect. If I wasn't immolated, I was gonna get crushed to death. Look at me. I've been contracted to protect two people. One was being held in some hole. The other was sitting at his desk with a bullet in his head. And the company that had its logo on my paycheck was melting on top of my head. There's no way one bomb could have done all this. Unless the place was made of gasoline. This whole joint must have been rigged. The kid hadn't made it. Fuck. I had to make this corpse-looting coward pay. Getting his gun was more than just expediency.
This game actually, like, animates out the fail states, which is awesome. Oh, shit. How'd you like the food here in Finland? What did you get to try? I had a lot of like dried meats. I had bear, reindeer. I had stewed reindeer. I noticed that was like a common dish in a lot of restaurants. Stewed reindeer on mashed potatoes with pickles and lingonberry sauce. But it was good. I enjoyed it. Hearty. Coffee was nice. That's some good fish. A lot of salmon. I had bear, but it was like a bear sausage that was sliced.
Rodrigo or not, Fabricas Bronco is falling apart quite literally.
I got this like lapish variety platter, so I had like sardines and stuff on it. How was the bear sausage? It was good. You know, I wouldn't.
He had both.
It was more sausage than it was
Should've
bear.
shot himself and ended the pain.
Pain. Did you try Salmia Kiko Skenkorva? Maybe. Maybe. If I did, what would it have been like? Oh, I can't shoot dodge right now. I'm hurt. Oh, I can do that. Liquid? Okay. There was a there was like a Norwegian liquor called Tar that I tried. That was intense.
The last bunch of guys who tried to kill me.
Oh, a licorice liquor. You know what? I was looking for. I was always on the lookout for like liquors on the menu that had ridiculous, very Finnish names, and I could never find any really. I did try the raunchy stuff I could find. It does look like tar. Let me see if I can look up the name of the thing. Because it smelled astounding. It was like... It smelled like a campfire or something. But it was really sweet, actually, when I tried it. Oh man, I'm gonna have to go back real far. Okay. Yeah, I remember putting the name of it. I put the name of it into Wikipedia, and it just put me to the page for tar. So it's a literal translation of tar, whatever the drink is called. Let's see. Is there a history in Google Translate? Yes. Oh. Why? Except that is not showing up, so thanks. Well, never mind. Back to murder. Turva would be the Finnish word for tar. Yes, that sounds right. That sounds correct to me. Wait, hang on. Hold on this.
I wouldn't last long if I didn't move.
Give me a minute. Is he gonna die? Are you dying? Did you die? Why did you do that? Max has got to keep moving.
The only way out was to use that filing cabinet.
But I had a lot of delightful beers and, oh yeah, the running through a burning building section. Ugh. The mixed drinks were all very, very good. I did have one, like there was one that used like spruce syrup that was kind of out there.
So much for a lazy Sunday afternoon.
Sipping on a
My next trip would
sipping
be
on an
fire
evergreen
rack,
tree.
Fiery pit for a safety net. It was nice that no one was shooting at me for a change, but I'd take shot in the head over a slow roast on a spit any day of the goddamn week.
Do not Google bear sausage. Good idea. You can just rely on your imagination for both interpretations of that. Kevin, thanks for the sub. Good to be back.
Someone up ahead was hurt pretty bad.
Did you get any good coffee? I did.
Before I got
Oh,
to it.
Jesus.
I might get some answers.
I'm actually drinking some right now. The resort I was at had their own coffee roast that was in the room. I made some and it was delicious.
Hey,
I bought an extra bag to bring home. I also got the Northern Lights roast that was in a convenience store.
Why? What?
Just because it was called Northern
did you
Lights,
come to
so.
kill Rodrigo Bronco?
Came to kill you.
Ooh.
Because of what you did to us. You killed so many of us.
What reason did this poor bastard have to lie? He would be dead from shock.
Yeah, I send trading
loss of blood
cards
in
to
half
Canada.
an hour,
That's no problem.
even if I didn't leave him there to burn.
Where's Fabiana?
What?
Fabiana Bronco, where is she?
La Comando Sombra got her. Up the hill.
Then it was up the hill for me, I guess, where the gang held sway. I had to try to figure out who was using these angry paramilitary clowns as some kind of front to kill Rodrigo.
Caveman, thanks for the sub. Let's draw a card for Samurai Spartan. Max is enjoying himself.
I was a mess. Rodrigo Bronco was dead.
All right,
Fabiana was held hostage.
let's draw
no
from
idea
this
what was
side
behind
of the
any of
card
this.
sack.
I felt like a fool. I was a sweaty, gray-haired mess.
Yeah, we're in that phase
place-
of the night.
This place was
Okay,
gonna
I got the
kill me,
card.
too.
Here it
I could
is.
see that now. I
Warlord?
decided that I was gonna die sober, not drunk. At least then I would see who shot me.
We'll inspect this card.
Take back
more in the
control from
future.
Whoever was out to get me. And if I didn't flush them out, at least my midlife crisis would confuse them enough so they did something stupid. It was the only hope I had. I knew I wasn't thinking straight. I'd been drinking and popping painkillers for years. I had a liver like a French goose and skin like red leather.
The Fall of Max Payne.
Well, it wasn't perfect. In fact, it wasn't much good at all.
Yes, punished Max.
Have to do. At least I was facing in the right direction.
And pause, it can pause. All right, 1 second. Let's inspect the winning card here. Get a full... Oh, yes, very important to fully inspect this card of the Warlord. I would certainly not be wearing that if I were on a mountaintop, but the Warlord's built different. All right, let's see what we got here. Downed on a mission, pilot Travis Morgan was thought dead by the U.S. Air Force. In reality, Morgan entered a strange nexus that took him to the other dimensional world of Skartarsis. There he used his natural fighting prowess and technological know-how to become the greatest warrior in the land. Behold, it is I, Travis, the Warlord. I don't actually... What's so special about Travis? His fighting prowess? So people in Skartarsis can't handle one single airline pilot? Okay. Well, Samurai Spartan, congratulations. That's a big get right there. Big get. I realize my wallpaper hasn't shuffled in a while, and that makes me nervous. Makes me nervous. I don't want that to happen live on stream. That could be dangerous. Because this is an edgy stream for edgelords, aka gamers. And if that offends you, tough luck, pal. I can't remember how the frick do you pin a file? There's a way to do it. I think you need... there's a way to pin a file to the taskbar. And I'll have to remember what that is later. Oh. Don't hack me. Hacker no hack 'em. Try pinning it to the taskbar. Did you just tell me to do the thing? Just do it. Just do the thing you want to do. All you've got to do is just do it. All right. Yes, I tried it. Jeez. Isaac Schultz, thanks for the sub. All right.
Tá ligando, hein?
Alô?
Hello, Victor.
Max? Max, you're alive?
Of course I'm alive.
I'm very hyped for Dragon's Dogma 2.
I did not know this.
I gotta play through Dragon's Dogma 1. I gotta finish 1 before 2 comes
Our
out.
brother was everything to us.
I'm gonna do it.
I understand.
It's gonna be Dogma week
Sorry
soon.
about your loss, both of you. Rodrigo was a good man. I failed him. But I was
Remedy
tricked.
decided to make a new Max Payne. This game should be canon or a fresh start.
From the crush of Prado
Neither.
to the building
It can just be called Max
Southfield.
Payne and it can be like this.
Security guard was-
This doesn't acknowledge 1 or 2, really.
An assassin must have come in and executed your brother. At least that's how I think it happened.
Just make Max Payne 4. Max Payne's in it. He's sad.
Talking
He shoots a lot of people in slow
I
motion.
understand you're upset, but please, why the hell would I do that?
To get his money, to take his money.
How am I getting his money, Marcelo? Please, think. I worked my ass off for your family. I saved your life twice, or more. Right now I'm going to get Fabiana.
Where is she? Where is Fabiana, eh?
She's in a place called Nova Esperanza.
How do you know this, Max?
One of the crotch of Prado told me just before he died.
Please, bring our sister-in-law back to us, Max. Our family is being torn apart.
So I guess I was finally about to go and experience the other side of Sao Paulo firsthand. The bit people try to ignore. The unpleasant memory they try to obliterate with cocktails and helicopters and parties and lines of blow, like rich fools the world over. I was a day off the sauce for the first time in years and knew I was due a hangover sent direct from Mother Nature.
Parece crack, crack, mas é só insegurança. Fui nessa capeste, os bico cansa. Estressa, é claro, cansa.
It's an establishing shot from Fast and Furious now.
Cansa. Aí, tô eu e meus demônios como sempre. Você de sempre. Cigarro, uma das lentes, sem fé. Tudo que fala mente. Fundo do poço, osso, dono da docente. Amor, busquei tipo samba.
I had no idea where the hell I was gonna go, so I decided to head straight for the street party that seemed to be raging. Either that or some other fool had gotten there before me and now was being ritually sacrificed. I've had better ideas, but then I've also had worse ones, like accepting this job in the first place.
É o mundo se acabando e foda-se. Avisem que o céu está ruindo.
E aí, gringo?
Get lost, kid.
Eu me amarro nos States. Você precisa de ajuda, senhor?
Speak English?
Aham, falo sim, sem problema.
I need to know if you've ever seen this girl, Fabiana. Come here for a second. Look at her.
I know lots of girls. Sexy. Come on, come on. This way.
Where are you going? Wait a minute. Down there?
É isso.
Jesus.
Ouvindo só clique, clack, clique, clack, boom, clique, clack, clique,
This way, come on.
clique, clack, clique, clack, boom, clique, clack, clique, clack. Aí, polícia.
At least I had found myself a tour guide.
Se nos filhos, povo
I remember reading about the Midnight Sun. Not as quite as high on the travel priority
The way
list
I see it,
at
there's
the
two
moment.
types of people. Those who spend their lives trying to build a future.
I do now
and
know
those
how
who
to like
spend their
dress for
lives
cold
trying to
weather though.
build
I got pretty good at it by the end of the
Too
trip.
long I've been stuck in between, hidden in the dark. What was I really
Got good at tying a
walking
scarf?
in there with my bad haircut and ridiculous.
I have to admit, I don't remember who sent me the Quake Champion scarf, but it was a lifesaver and an excellent scarf.
Myself, grasping at some desperate delusion of control. Maybe the two went hand in hand more than I care to admit.
Yeah, layers. There were times when even like 4 layers were not enough. I was wearing like 3 pairs of socks plus insulated boots, and my feet would still go numb. Yeah. You definitely, like, your body gets used to certain sensations. Your tolerance boundaries get pushed out a little bit.
This was the kind of reality Americans paid top dollar to see. Slums had become tourist attractions, places where yuppies could gawk at the endless spirit of the poor from the inside of their bulletproof buses.
This is good writing.
Exposed. I missed the booze. Not that it mattered. So
These are good words.
hardly undercover.
This is why I'm harsh on games like Spider-Man that are just bafflingly written. Because they can be good. Games can be good. They don't have to be bad. Or just like meaningless.
Continua andando, caralho! Que porra é essa que você tá fazendo aqui? Como que você sai entrando aqui assim? Anda, vai pra lá!
What do you need, guys? What do you
O que
need?
você tá fazendo aqui? Eu tô te perguntando. Eu te chamei.
I'm not huffing copium.
Pal, easy.
It's true.
Ah, então, você é americano de merda.
Look, I didn't mean any offense.
Me dá só uma razão pra eu não te matar, seu americano burro.
Desculpa, amigo. Por favor.
Passa tudo que você tem, viado. Pega o dinheiro dele, pega o dinheiro dele. Ah, relojão, hein? Passa aqui. Dá logo. Dá logo.
I don't remember there being social commentary in the previous Max Paynes.
Da favela Nova Esperança. Agora não, fora da
Max Payne 1 was about a private pharmaceutical company creating a street drug.
Outcome. I was deep in gang territory. These kids were raised hating clowns like me.
I mean, the opioid crisis is right. I guess it was happening right then.
Shooting kids like them.
Max Payne 2 maybe less so. Max Payne 2 was a more like contained, iconic
Up in the gutter.
fluff noir tale. But anyway, this is not commentary in so much as Max Payne being a cynical, burned out asshole, that's all. I don't think the game's lecturing you about anything, not nearly as much as GTA 5 does. You want to talk about political?
If there was one thing I'd learned since I've been here, it was that Brazilians came out of the womb kicking a ball. And for kids like these, was their one legal chance at a ticket out of here.
Yeah.
Sabe jogar palitinho, rapaz?
Mostra.
Pô, que isso, é a coisa mais simples. Vai lá, mostra pra ele. Você escolhe um dos 3 palitinhos, pô. Mas já...
Desculpa, olá. Fala inglês. I'm a little lost. Perdido?
Yes, exactly, Tobias.
Let's do.
Tá no lugar errado, rapaz.
This game teaches us that alcohol rules, and being depressed makes you strong.
A gente não é centro de informação turística, não, Gui.
Well, they weren't gonna help me. And who could blame them? I was a dumb American in a place where dumb Americans were less popular than the clap.
I don't know that I agree, come on, and Sam. It becomes a different, better paced game after the first New Jersey level? I don't think so. I mean, what am I doing right now? I'm walking slowly through hallways and listening to dialogue. It seems pretty tonally and experientially weird.
Lost on me.
It seems the same the whole ride through. I guess it's a little less interactive at the beginning, but that's how most games are. I don't know. I don't see that.
Aí ela não tá mais garotinha não, hein?
De jeito nenhum. Tá no meio raiva. O que esse cara quer?
Aí, bela camisa, hein? Tu perdeu o fusão, amigo.
I mean, to me, If you feel that way, then you know that's not invalid or anything. I think the causes are just a lot more simple. This game was not trendy when it came out, and the gamers often follow trends, even the ones that think they don't. And a whole lot of people that consider themselves like core still just really follow the most popular stuff. This is the last exposition hallway, I think. Becoming less constant in the game before this. Oh yeah, I mean, there are levels.
I hoped this classy looking
But still, if
phone so I could call Passos.
if the audience is gonna like dismiss a game
Kids to bother.
that quickly, it's still kind of the same thing, I think.
Stuck in a
Especially when its style and quality are pretty evident.
And you're in some
Atomic Muffin, they are coming out with more Max Payne.
slum, having just had every
Remedy's remaking Max Payne 1 and 2.
and you call yourself a bodyguard, then you know you're a loser.
Can I buy you a beer?
Do I know you?
I don't think so.
Look, if you're gonna shoot me, make it quick. I'm a little busy.
But you know what? Now that I think about it, you're not the first person to bring up not liking how the game starts.
Just a soda, please.
So, maybe I'm being too dismissive. I don't know. It makes sense to me.
Interesting haircut, by the way. Meant to tell you that.
Yeah, well.
Wilson da Silva.
Orphan Masher, thanks for the sub.
Good to meet you.
Maybe this game feels like it came out 5 years late in a sense. In terms of trends, yeah, you're right, Zeta saying.
Bodyguard. You did a great job watching after Rodrigo Bronco.
People had already moved on from being infatuated with like scripted cinematic type games at this point.
Now,
At this point, it was all about open worlds.
let me ask you something. Have you ever seen this guy? Sejano.
Yep. He's a real sweetheart.
Yeah, you sure put his gang out of business. But don't worry, those guys, they're a small fry. This is the guy I'm interested in. Neves. And this is his little buddy here.
I don't like this game's style, and I think it's kind of hideous. All right, well.
They work for
I think we're zeroing in on why you don't like the game.
Yeah, I know him.
Well, they're very popular with right-wing politicians, like Victor Brown.
You're also not the only one that doesn't like the aesthetic.
Years ago,
But
he helped clear some villages on a bit of
I do. It's like tabloid action news.
wanted to develop.
Rodrigo Bronco.
Although chromatic aberration was also a pretty like it became an overused visual trope in games.
Maybe at the state.
Hello,
I
Harry.
knew you were involved in that business.
Yeah, let's check in on
I wanted
Harold.
To investigate that.
Here's our guy.
I got an order to blame it on some local street kids instead. Tell me, what happened there?
Nothing. We simply went to hand over some cash to this guy's clowns for a ransom exchange when this guy's clowns jumped us and they shot everybody.
Apart from you and your boy Passos.
That's right. We had to shoot our way out of there.
They let you go. It's okay, it's a little weird right now. But I know that Victor Bronco is involved in all this. I just don't know how or why. And I know that the UFE are involved in all this as well, but I just don't know how or why. And you know what's gonna happen? The moment is gonna come along when I put all these pieces together, and at that moment, someone is gonna come along and put a bullet in my head. Anyway, listen. I think you might want this.
Thank you. I'll need it.
And if it's Fabiana Bronco you've come looking for, I think she's up the hill.
So why don't you just go get her?
I don't know. I'm a cop. I mean, I'll fight corruption. I'll stand up to the rich and dumb, but if I go up that hill right now, I'll be dead in 3 minutes or less. Maybe you too, Max. You're in the jungle now.
So it appears.
If you survive the next hour, let's speak. You helped me. And I'm gonna do what I can to help you. Good luck.
I didn't know what to make of what this guy had just told me. What was true and what was just someone else's convenient bullshit. Then some less than friendly locals came in and found me in the wrong mood to party.
Text over him just grumping in the background. Harry, I think well, hold on a second. I think I know what that article is. Is that the one about their new encoding feature and AV1 support and all that? So here's the... This just means that Twitch is already transcoding for me though, because I'm a partner. So I don't think this matters. This is just offloading transcode onto the client, right? Yeah. So I can do AOM, but it's not, and to support multiple client sites, exclusive to RTX. Jesus Christ. Yeah, I'm not gonna put a fucking $900 video card in my machine for that. Anyway, Twitch is so vile. That's a heck of a word. I don't know. I don't have the problems with Twitch.
Comprende. Leave me alone.
Você tem alguma coisa pra mim? Do you got something for me?
For you? Tell you what I got. I got a gun, and if anybody thinks they're gonna take it from me, they'd be dead wrong.
There we go. Yeah, Twitch pays... Well, Twitch doesn't pay for my bills. Twitch enables you to pay for my bills. But, in my opinion, I think the tools that they create and the platform that they have cultivated isn't bad. Whether or not that's worth 30% of your money that you want to give to me, I don't know. More justified in this circumstance than it is in others, I'd say. And yeah, transcoding is probably really expensive. That's if that's part of the like 30%, then that kind of makes sense. Oh, no worries. Yeah, no worries, Harry. It was interesting to me. That article is actually why I upgraded my my stream hardware. I was hoping that maybe if I'd read more, I would have known that Intel support wasn't going to cut it, but that's okay. I still got something out of the upgrade. Everything's running a lot better. I also... Man, he's squinting the eye. That's amazing. I also found a new utility that can stitch together H.265 recordings, so...
No shooting! Por favor, amigo! No.
Relax, soldier. You're American? Oh, jeez, buddy. Am I glad to see you? Oh, fuck me. I've been coming to this shithole town for the last 5 years. It's like a fucking insane asylum.
Tornado.
It's got the cheapest pussy in the world.
Thanks for the sub.
You're in a cat house in the slum, pal, doing who knows what.
I'm a businessman, bro. And they were fully legal in this country. I think... And I know how to tip, all right? It ain't my fault, man. It ain't my fault. Don't judge me, all right?
Have a nice day. Jesus, what a fucking creep.
That was fine until it wasn't.
It was Monday afternoon, and I'd already been thrown out of a party, gone to a strip club, and got into a bar fight. This latest midlife crisis was certainly ticking all the boxes.
How was RPCS 3? Good, yeah, really solid. I again had to read the fine print because 60 FPS wasn't working last night, but I was tooling around with it and got it working today, so it's gonna be even more buttery later. Although Alana was texting about maybe playing Palworld, so like every survival sim, I'm sure it's actually meant to be played with other people.
Everyone knew to roll out the red carpet for their surprise guest. I was walking into another not-so-welcome party. These hoods didn't look like Commando Sombra. Not that I was gonna get picky. This was clearly their turf, and I just shot up their favorite skin joint.
Yeah, just goons. Angry locals. Max, you really got to go somewhere without slaughtering everyone for a change. Two? Okay. There he goes. Reload faster! Ugh. Nice. Whoa. Man. Just masterclass ragdolls. Hold on. Shit. Oh, damn it. I wanted to look at that ragdoll so much. That asshole had to shoot me. Keep hitting stuff on my mouse pad. What is Edonia? Yeah, Captain, I'm not quite sure why it's a phenomenon either. If it's truly just the mathematics of it, of that there's so much baked in buying intent with Pokemon, and then all you have to do is mash that with the flavor of the week, kind of like a viral type of game, like a multiplayer survival sim. Is that really all it takes? I mean, I guess it's like really just shows that like Nintendo is giving up a lot of potential players by not, or Game Freak, I guess, by not being either choosing not to or not being able to make an MMO or any kind of like multiplayer experience. It's amazing how much better the stream looks on YouTube. Yeah, that's modern tech, baby. Yeah, it's kind of weird because it sort of sucks, right? It is an early access survival sim. There's definitely nothing, well, from the 30 minutes that I played it, definitely nothing transcendent about it. Unlike Lethal Company. Like, Lethal Company I get right away. Because that's a new type of experience, especially a shared one. And they made some creative decisions with it that make a lot of sense and sort of click. But, man, Palworld is just like, it's the same shit. I guess using your pals to do stuff for you and automate is a level that or a level of gameplay that I didn't really explore. And I could see that. Mixing in, like, satisfactory automation and stuff with it. People like doing bullshit tasks and then not having to do those bullshit tasks anymore. That's like a gameplay loop that gets leaned on a lot. VIP or ban, let's see what happens. And we got a real trading card redemption. Oh! Wow. Just wow. 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 Wow, Wubbly, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. What's sad is you have a clean record so far. No bans at all. No timeouts, no mod comments. Perfect bill of health. This is going to go on your permanent record, and that's just how it is. It's just the way it is. I'm sorry, Wubbly. Banned. Banned for a full hour. Now, let's wash that out of our mouths. Let's just blah, 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 blah. Let's just get over that right away. Just right away. And draw a card for Dap Dude 25. Let's just do that right away. Okay. Get such big wet vibes from Max Payne? Man, wet. Now, wet's a mid game that I still liked because it was that kind of game. All right, what we got here? Oh, another bone card. Looks like a bit of a square off between two colorful characters. Red Dragon, 6 of 6. An uncomfortable meeting. Thorn excitedly introduces Grandma Ben to the great red dragon. Look, Grandma, she gushes, a real dragon. But Grandma, all Grandma can muster is a yup. She and the dragon exchange formalities, during which he calls her by her first name, Rose, and comments on what a long time it's been since they've seen each other. Nice. Look at how uncomfortable they are. Always nice to have some gushing on the stream. Let me take down your accounts here. There. Yeah, amazing pull. Congratulations. You should be proud. And furthermore, I can guarantee that you will be proud. Ah! Oh. Boofed. Boofed and diddled. What? That was weird. With all this bone talk, I should relist my bone card for $100 million. Yeah, you could do that. You could do that. That's if you think the value is going to go down, you know? And if you think that, then sure, now might be a good time to sell for you. For you. You don't have the strength and iron will to realize the true value of your investment. But that's, you know, we all have different tolerances. For all I know, maybe you're trying to pay for, like, let's say that you have a family member that's facing some medical costs and you have to cash in your card to save them. To save their lives. That's a feasible, rational reason to sell a card, sure.
I was getting nowhere fast. The cold turkey was messing with me, like I was looking through another man's eyes. I needed to focus.
A couple more headshots will set you straight, Max. Oh, stupid. You're gonna shoot this giant lock? You only do it like a couple of times. I don't know why they make you do that.
A woman screaming. I thought I'd found Fabiana, but instead I'd stumbled across some testosterone fest. A bunch of young punks with guns killing time the only way they knew how.
Hey, Frank.
Nova Esperanza wasn't.
I had a very good vacation.
Dinner and movie kind of place.
Extremely exhausting trip back, though. So, that sent me back a couple days, but...
Party or turn back.
Oh, riots laying off 530 people?
Yes, made the decision for me.
Companies that size, I don't know. They hire and fire in waves. People are just a resource. I don't know, it sucks. It sucks a lot. Well, that is why I got out of that whole thing. Hey, Lurker. I don't really have any like full-time employees at Law Dog Productions at the moment, but the contractors that I've been working with since 2020, I still work with, and we've been able to like increase pay and increase opportunities and stuff. So I don't know. I'm out there doing it for me and mine. That's all I can do. The rest is just like, it's just tech industry bullshit. And as much as it sucks that people get laid off, it's also like... I don't believe... I have worked at... let me put it this way. Having worked at companies that are... Having worked for 10 years at venture capital companies, which I guess Riot's not a venture capital company anymore, but... I think I can maybe pair venture capital and tech together in this. Is this too base? Is this too base to say? When you hire in bulk, like those companies tend to, you don't all get like sterling employees. You get friends of friends of friends and like people that recommend their buddies and stuff like that. So people bring in their pals. There's like catered lunches. I never worked at Riot, no. But I've worked for companies that have scaled up quickly and weren't that discerning about their hires. Now I say that, this is the system that gave me my first opportunities, so... I think without the get everybody in here aspects of it, I'd probably be on a different path today, but... I don't know. It'd be nice if no one lost their job, but this is the other half of, like, hiring hundreds of thousands. I guess, well, I mean across the entire industry. Curious about your redeeming trading cards. Do you ship them to Sweden? Yes, I do. Speaking of, oh, Captain, I'm glad you're here. I owe you a card. I don't know if the book made it to you yet. There's one card in that, and I didn't include the other card that you had won months ago because I read the cards wrong, and I was like, oh god, I lost his card. Oh! And then I realized I just wrote it down weird. Alright, fine, I'll use the rifle. There's another one. Here's the thing. Here's what I'm worried about. Yeah, with I guess the layoffs being part of a narrative about AI and people's jobs going away. That's concerning. And also the fact that, like, tech companies make shitloads of money. They're unfortunately not under any social obligation to keep people employed. But we should make them do that. We should make them keep people employed by taxing the fuck out of them. Part of the trend of automation and AI is it's gonna probably generate a lot of wealth. We have to take it. Take it all! Take it from them! They're gonna lay off everybody, so good. Vote! Get their money back. It happens every time there's like an automation of labor. A ton of capital gets concentrated in smaller groups of people because smaller amounts of labor produce the same or more amounts of wealth. So that's what's starting to happen. Tech companies are realizing that tech is actually, they can actually trim their labor costs because all that shit happens with less people. So we need to take their fucking money. Take it. Make statewide like universal income. Take tech money, universal income. Shit! I'm curious where the people being laid off go. Yeah, it sucks. It really sucks. A lot of people looking for jobs in the games industry, and what extra sucks is that means that workers have very little leverage too. So like all the potential gains and shit that happened when companies were eager to look like good guys to the internet in like 2020, that shit's all flying out the window. All the DE&I departments just getting completely cut off and thrown out. I'm not arguing for like... I'm just saying from a job perspective, by the way. I'm making no statement on the culture wars. I just want people to earn money. Has the knock-on effect of discouraging people who are dissatisfied with their jobs to even look. Ow, 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 ow. Oh my gosh. Oh no, he got around the corner. Wait, did he? I've been laid off for a year now. It's pretty awesome not working. That sucks. I mean, I can't, like, I have no right to comment, I don't think. Because I don't consider what I do work. I've been lucky enough to not have worked for about 2 years now. Some of the stuff I do with Inside Games is a little more worky. Filling out forms and contracts and trying to get invoices paid and all that kind of stuff. That can be work. But it's worth it. Streaming and content production is absolutely work. I'm just speaking about my mentality. Just because it earns money doesn't mean I think about it like work.
If everybody in that place hadn't been trying to kill me.
Well,
Fabiana's market value is falling by the second. I had to get to Serrano before he dumped his stock.
I don't know how people manage to not work or keep busy. Like holidays, I'm useless at holidays. Yeah. You got to take your downtime when you can get it. Some people just got that itch. I always got to be doing stuff, I feel like. Just playing a game by itself is usually not enough. That's why I would always either like write down ideas for reviews or commentary articles, or in the case of Twitch now, I can just like ramble. So I kind of get it.
These bastards look different. Tougher, more capable. They didn't look like Serrano's boys, but I could tell I was moving up the food chain. I hoped Fabiana wasn't going to be served up come feeding time.
I get deja vu when I listen to Lar talk about games industry during a warehouse shootout in a game. It happens pretty often, doesn't it? But also, I was probably doing that exact thing the last time I played that part of the game. I don't know if that was a migraine filter or if the actual game was messing up.
There was no need to announce my arrival in that part of town. I'd drawn more than enough attention already.
Tá faltando uma loira pelada. Você falou que ia buscar, porra. Pô, eu falei pra esse otário aqui 3 vezes aí e até agora nada.
Vai tomando seu cu, rapaz. Vai buscar cerveja cedo.
Que porra que tá fazendo lá embaixo?
Sei lá, os malandros matariam sua mãe por uma trouxa de maconha.
Well. Well. Oh god, the spray. Oh man. This game simply owns so hard. I gotta finish RoboCop. Got RoboCop all installed. There can't be that much longer to that game. Oh, thank you, Aguilar. You have 400 hours played of Rogue City? That fucking rules, man. Doof, doof, doof. Dun 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 dun. That's the real quadrilogy there. Halo 1, 2, 3, ODST, Reach, RoboCop, Rogue City. No, Halo 4 can go in there. We'll allow it. Oh. Your move, Crep. Ha! Where did he come from? Nightmare. I'm gonna play through Halo soon. I can feel it. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. Boom. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. Morgie, thanks for the sub. Finished facilitating a group therapy course for anxiety today. Had some genuinely kind feedback from patients. Hope Finland was fun. Did you see or take any pictures of the Northern Lights? I did, and I did. And it was fun. Alright, good time for a gamer stretch, Klondike. Da 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 da.
Ow! Shit.
Damn. Bashed my arm on the other mic. It was a good stretch, though. I should play Cursed Halo. I love that stuff. Don't worry. I lifted weights today, so I'm strong. I'm stronger than I was before. That would have broken my arm any other day. But I did squats this morning, so... You'll be proud of me too. I didn't overdo it. I even cut the weights from my last lift, and I did 1 rep, and I was like, oh no, oh no. That went a lot deeper than it was supposed to. Uh-oh. Oh, you're up there. So I can stop them from firing the flare, but I guess they hear the gun, huh? Good job, Max. Where is he? There's got to be painkillers in here, right? There we go. Are you an 80% max lift or 50%? I don't even know what my max is these days. I have a hypertrophy routine. I'm just gonna do that for a couple weeks. Get a sense of where I'm at. I don't want to do 2 shotguns. Alright, gotta keep examining. Yeah, I'm gonna take it slow. I think given my behavior patterns, one thing I tend to do is push it too hard, and then I have to, like, my downtime is too high, and then I don't establish new behavior patterns because I make myself too sore. We got another card! Alright. We're moving cards today, this is good. Let's see. Gonna dig in here. Oh, okay. Max Payne doesn't say his lines in the replay.
Clues in this
Gotcha.
place, so I decided to do my
Booyah!
bit for the drugs trade.
Ha! Oh, Max. We got a Hunger Games card, and if I know my Hunger Games, it's the same thing on the other side. Number 95. There's no text, no label, no title. Which means it is, of course, the most valuable card. Ah, it's raining again. I was about to say, I need to look if I need to ride share to Bruce's, then I have to leave earlier. Because I can't bike in the rain. Anyway, Hunger Games. There's this thing. Which, having seen none of the Hunger Games movies, I know is quite important. It's the 95 building. Extra, extra rare Hunger Games card. So congratulations. Wow! GNF. Thank you for the sub. Yeah, a lot of rain in LA over the last couple days. It's been nice. But weird. I feel very spoiled. Oh, hold on a minute. You guys thought I was just gonna keep playing the game. Nah. What's up, Omidard? Caged Money! Thanks for gifting a sub to Omidard. Now that's politeness.
That much security, it had to be Serrano's pad.
People actually sell each card on eBay. That 95 card is on eBay too.
If I dropped in.
Yeah, probably for like what, $20,000? 30?
It wasn't like he wasn't expecting me.
1 billion? Yeah, that's about right. Yep, that's about right. Elsies! What the? I guess you have to, maybe you have to roll? I forgot what they taught me. No worries. Hey, Omidart, no worries at all. The last thing I would want is for anyone, oh god, anyone going through tough times to feel guilty for not throwing money. I'm just playing a game, man. Your presence is more than welcome. All you have to do is respect Max Payne 3. That's all. The only rule here is to have cultivated intellectual tastes. Jesus! Wasn't expecting that. Oh. Man, those Molotovs are tough. So sick. What are you doing, Max? What are we doing? Ow, ow, ow.
I had to hope the king was in his castle.
That RPG killed you so many times? I could see that being a bear to hit on controller.
Approached the spot, I could hear raised voices.
Ooh. Jason Thompson
Had turned up with a suitcase
just gifted 5 memberships. Thank you very much.
Giovanna. I only understood a little, but things were not going well.
Ooh. Nate Ducey, Ninja Chucks. I see some names. I didn't know you could gift memberships on YouTube. Thank you.
Goons, but there was no backing out now. I would just have to act harder than I felt.
Put the guns down.
I need to see if I can find that, to break that out into 5 individual
Let the girls go. No
chunks. I eventually found that setting for Twitch, which was driving me crazy.
Don't you kill her. Don't you?
Okay.
Oh, Max. Yeah, this is a day for learning. Oh yeah, Nate, I apologize. I'm gonna revamp the emotes on YouTube pretty soon here.
Here I was again, with all hell breaking loose around me, standing over another dead girl I had been trying to protect.
I'll give you a minute, buddy.
We'd only been married a short time. By now, she'd been dead longer than I knew her. I still hadn't really forgiven myself for the Mona business. but I knew that was just grief.
That's a reference to 2.
Comes with losing the life you had built. Michelle, I missed her with every part of my being. I hated the world for not killing me with her, and I hated myself for allowing this to happen to her and our little girl. But I knew I had to leave town.
Excuse me. The shootout in the graveyard.
Somehow I didn't think he was about to tell me I'd won the lottery.
What? Aw. What the sucker?
God damn it!
Ice him. Leet Baka. Shout out to the one streamer who can't pronounce my name without a pause for thought. I parsed it. Eventually. Can all your other streamers play Max Payne 3 on hard while eventually saying your name? Dimmadummy, thanks for the sub.
If anything happens,
oh, can, not can't. My bad. Oh, that was close. I was about to ban you. Still might. Do we want an environment in this stream where people are allowed to make mistakes?
I knew I
think we all agree it would be better for everyone if you just banned yourself.
Sorry, I just had to say.
I'm joking. Thank you.
You okay?
I will be once we get out of here. I get the feeling those weren't the only guys DeMarco sent after us.
Have you heard the new Health album? Like it came out like a month ago? I have heard it. Only once though. And it like it seems to like cover the bases, you know? There's like a slow one, there's an angry one. That's
why I was here.
I need to listen to it more. Yeah, Rat Wars is a really good track.
That's if there's anyone left to identify the bodies with.
You good? Yeah, I'm okay.
I also haven't heard a ton of his past stuff, so I unfortunately can't like judge it in context so much. But I am listening through, catching up. I do like industrial. Where the? Oh shit! Whoa! He got the heaviest bullet.
This is good right here. Okay, let's
I think Shit. Blech. Jesus. All right, yeah. I'll accept that. That was me being dead. Absolutely.
A little help would be nice.
How the fuck? Every single bullet. Ow. The last stand thing is a really cool mechanic. Here we go. Oh no. Where are they going? Jeez. Hey, Klingon Corgi, thanks for the sub. All right.
Buddy, get up here!
Is there no one there? Where the heck are they? What the? What the fuck? Where did you come from, dude? It's so hard to see them on this stage. Everything's so gray. I do like how they have the Max Payne heartbeat. That's so good. They are so hidden.
Go, you're clear. Get out of here, man. I don't respond well to being blown to bits.
Oh.
You're going down. Come on, then.
Okay.
You got the energy for an encore? Let's move!
The dead bodies didn't need them.
Through the gate.
Hey, come on. Hey, wake up. Let's go.
There he is. Hey, how you doing? You heard about the thing? $100,000.
What about the thing?
Not either. You know what? I don't trust Joey.
The troops had arrived. Either DeMarco had thrown an army at this job, or he'd put a high enough bounty on our heads to attract every contract-buying scumbag on the eastern seaboard.
Yeah, but how are we gonna know who whacked him? Huh? I got hollow points. Yeah, look. We all got hollow points. Look, we'll split the bounty nice and even. All right? All right? Fair. That's all. I look like a fucking socialist looking fool. An aid worker. We'll work it out together. Okay? Look. Cuz, how long we been doing this? I'm not giving no handouts. Not asking for a handout. We're out here working. Whatever.
Just freaking goon bantering.
Right? Just look. Joe. Oh. Whack that fuck already!
Passos had put some distance between himself and the goons. I meant to follow.
I got someone. I think it's the hit. That Max Payne. The other guy might be here as well. Where you at? Over by that circular thing. He's like Latino or something. And the other one. Just hold on to it.
They didn't have much of a reason to keep Passos alive, whoever they thought he was.
Oops. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. There we go. The shotgun disappear? Oh, there it is. Okay. Video keeps stopping, then Firefox says my tab crashed. I've never had that problem in Firefox. I've just had the video player, like, going wacky and having to reload.
I didn't mind saying goodbye to this place whacked out on meds.
Just be cool, okay? Be cool.
Usually, when Firefox acts weird, it's just like closing every Firefox tab and then starting a new one. Cycling out the process.
I thought he was fucking Max Payne.
Confusing, huh?
Hey, you make one more move, and this guy, whoever the fuck he is gonna get fucking dead. Look, man, give yourself up, and DeMarco might have a change of conscience, huh? Might grant you one last reprievement. Ain't no reprievement gonna be found otherwise.
I don't even know who he is.
This guy's luck is running out!
Think about it!
I think I'm done saying my goodbyes. Let's get out of here.
You got my back, man.
Who? Oh, that guy. Damn, I couldn't even see him. Man, this game rules. He was already dead. Oops. I just felt a little crust on my mouse. Hold on a second. Get out of there. Get out of there, crust. I am getting a nice little, like, slick spot on my mouse, though. That's nice. You know it's breaking in then. Real crispy double tap. Hold on. Let's see if we can get this shiny spot. The gamer shine. There it is. Yeah, polishing it to a mirror sheen. It's like that spot on the inside of your spacebar. Or the WASD cluster. Wow, you can actually hear the snow. What mouse do you use? This is a Glorious Model O wireless. All right, where do you want me to go? Is Passos hanging around somewhere? Oh.
Holy shit!
What the hell is going on here?
Don't worry about it. Just get out of here, okay?
Sounds like a fucking war is going on.
Calm down.
Some poor bastard quite literally on the graveyard shift. Must have been wondering why there were suddenly more bodies above ground than below.
Sniper! Shit!
All I can hope for is that he didn't even hear the shot that killed him.
Get down! Shot came from the top of the mausoleum! Up in the tower!
This is the only way through.
If I lay down cover, can you move up on him?
That's anyone's guess.
Move up, man! More of them! They're rushing you!
Whoop. Whoop. You keep popping off of cover there.
Sure, right up to the moment my head gets blown off.
You gotta move again! I'll give you cover! Wait on me! Go! Hit the gravestone! Be careful, man!
Finish it! Alright, boys, burn it!
I got him! Just cover my ass!
I'm gonna cover you again! See if you can flank it! Get a shot!
Run, duck, flank. Easy orders to give when you're way behind the front line.
Windows coming up!
Great.
Oh, thank you, Haggix. I just like good games. Like celebrating good games. Sharing in the reminiscence of good games. Putting respect on good games. Woo. No. Alright. Yeah. That's right. Playing good games well. Quality games well played. Holy cow, it's raining a lot. This is so cozy.
We'd come in here to hide, not very successfully as things turned out.
Freeze!
As opposed to what? Disco dance?
Shut the fuck up, half-caste! Turn around! Turn around! Move! Move!
Yes, Nate, this game is good. Hopefully it's in some state of backwards compatibility on consoles these days.
Hold it! That way, you fucking jokers. Move!
Where are we going?
Hey, take it easy.
You killed my son. You killed my fucking son.
Oh, it is on Xbox? Alright.
My only son.
Listen, I'm sorry.
Fuck you! Sorry for your loss. But your son was killed in gun battle. A battle he started. Shut your fucking mouth! Shut up! Shut up! Shut up!
Fuck you. You killed my son! You fucking spick! Ow! You killed my son! Dig! Now!
Yes, it is backwards compatible as long as you're still on a PS3.
I have to admit, I almost felt bad for the guy.
Dig!
Sure, he had lived a bad life, but I, of all people, knew that living with this grief would be payment enough for any sins. Still, perhaps not so bad that I was prepared to dig my own grave and let these goombas kill me without even getting some dirt on their hands.
Your body ain't gonna bury itself. Dig, motherfucker!
I didn't want to tell the guy there were 45 other bodies in the cemetery that weren't receiving their Christian rites. I figured the Gravedigger Act would buy us some time.
I'm getting tired just watching you.
I had bought some time, but credit was running out. I had to act before the final foreclosure.
God, the dialogue, dude.
Looks good enough to me.
What happens? Do they just shoot you?
Adios, you ex-cop piece of shit!
They sure do.
Your body ain't gonna bury itself. Dig, motherfucker!
Where you going or die?
You alright?
Yeah, I'm fine.
Alright, follow me.
Okay. Hopefully this chapter is, concluding soon, because I'm gonna have to step away for a bit to go record an episode of Brought You This Thing. If you're watching on Twitch, never fear, I'll just leave MediaTek running while I'm gone. If you're watching on YouTube, I will be back later. YouTube's not as friendly with the copyright stuff. Lolinus. Thank you for gifting a sub. Yeah. Finally, I'm returning to Butt.
The morgue. How appropriate.
Crawling back inside. Hey, Max Payne 2. Yeah, Jake, you got gifted a membership. I wish on Twitch I could set that so it's ad-free. That'd be great. Maybe someday. Ah! Oh. Can you spoil what game you are all playing? I mean, I'm sure it's gonna be Palworld. It's got to be Palworld, right?
Something for the cold.
What is BYTT? Gonna be on Twitch and then just pre-records only? Huh? Oh, no. Wait, what? Yeah, no. Oh, okay. I think I get it. Yeah, Brought You This Thing is it's just edited gameplay. That's it. Or maybe Harvester. Could be Harvester.
This looks about as good as any to make a stand.
At least the coroner won't have to go far to go to work.
Could be Max Payne 3 on PS3.
Always had a good sense of humor.
We gotta find a phone. I got a connection in Queens who can help us.
Harvester makes for good thumbnail bait.
Clear every room before you move on.
God, this level's still going, huh? Man, these levels are long.
SOS was gonna have to wait.
All right, let me call. I gotta call a rideshare because it is raining. Let's see how long it takes. Ever consider playing Time Splitters? Probably not. I played Time Splitters back in the day, and apart from some like goofy cutscenes, I don't remember the games being like all that amazing. I guess it was like a bigger version of GoldenEye and having some like complicated levels. I think if I wanted that though, I just played Hitman World of Assassination, which is a whole trilogy I haven't even touched. DJ Yeasty, thanks for the sub.
Big call. There's gotta be a landline in that office, man.
All right, well, car's around the corner. If this is not the level-ending cutscene, then I'll just have to leave this hanging for a bit.
I think we'll be all right.
Yeah, at least for a little while.
It is Alex Casey.
Call somebody, get a little help, and we'll get out of here.
Whack him. Whack the sucker.
Hey, it's me. Look, we really need to get out of New Jersey. Yeah, things are heating up. We got like half the New Jersey mob after us. And a cemetery in Hoboken.
Here I was again, halfway down the world, and still looking at the bodies of women I was supposed to protect. Only difference now is, I didn't understand the language.
Vá pra lá. Tranquilo, pode ficar tranquilo. Fica nessa parede, seu americano de merda.
Oh, car's here.
Que porra tá acontecendo aqui? Que merda tá acontecendo aqui?
Haven't you figured out?
I don't want to leave him
I
waiting.
don't speak your fucking language.
Seu gringo de merda, cala a boca, seu gringo.
That's right, I may be a moron.
It's like the falling down scene or something.
I ain't quite as dumb as I seem.
Yep, Law Dog on the move. Damn, it's like a full gang war.
It was time to get out of there. It seemed like someone had decided to carry out some impromptu justice on the street life below. I'd failed Rodrigo and I'd failed Fabiano.
Jesus.
And that awful nightclub, the stadium, the docks. I've been given enough chances to make this right, and again, I'd blown it.
Let's assume there's a checkpoint there. All right, like I said, I'll be back later on YouTube. Twitch will just run for MediaTek for the time being, and I'll see y'all in like a couple hours. Got even more thrashed around. That's not surprising. Sorry. Stephanie is appraising her bashed around luggage that just took a couple of trips around the world. Thanks to the adventurous tendencies of Finn Air. That's weird. Okay. It was foolish to leave that running in the background. I know that now. They dropped it off at 3 a.m. last night, which is a weird time to drop off luggage that they lost.
No, they sent a text at 2:42 a.m. That said, your bag will be there soon. Text us if you're unavailable. At 2:42 a.m.
Well, you didn't text them, so clearly you were available. Yes, it's time for maximum hurtiness for about 10 more minutes. And then my chicken salad gets here. And then I eat a chicken salad for like 20 minutes. Yeah, Rogue Ally is theoretically on its way back too. I haven't checked the shipping for that today. But I did get an estimated delivery date, so it must be, you know, in transit. It should arrive Thursday. What time is that in Finland? I don't know. It doesn't matter because they dropped the luggage off here. So it was a human being here who was communicating with us.
Still completely wet.
Wow, okay. We had wet clothes in Stephanie's luggage, which also made a long journey. It's a 10-hour difference. Baron.
What a shit show.
All right. I don't know where my cutscenes are going to be. The checkpoints. Hey, perfect.
It seemed like someone had decided to carry out some impromptu justice on the street life below. I'd failed Rodrigo.
Remember the set cutscenes you couldn't skip because there was a lot of loading or something?
That awful nightclub, the stadium.
Yeah, probably. I imagine that would be annoying on multiple playthroughs.
Again, I'd blown it. Perhaps this was my punishment from the fates. Keep reliving the same mistakes for all eternity.
I just can't stay away from Max.
It was a goddamn war zone. I had to assume Giovanna and Marcelo were out there somewhere. Maybe I still had a chance to get somebody in that family through the day in one piece.
They're not going to give me a reason to dive down these stairs? Whew! Got his ass. And now for a gentle landing. Ugh. There's after this I was gonna play Ashura's Wrath, but
the place was swarming with cops.
Believe it or not, we're swapping that for Palworld because
and I'd blundered my way into enough clusterfucks for one day.
Lon and Rahul want to play.
If these fools could buy me some time, I might have a chance to get to Marcelo and Giovanna before somebody put a bullet in their heads too.
Cammy, thanks for the raid. Let me tab out. You can see my copy of Wild Arms that I sold on the internet 20 years ago. Purchased for $15, probably sold for like 10. I don't know. Maybe I got to enjoy a nice little markup on Wild Arms. I never actually played that game. I started it once, but the music and the interface didn't really hook me, so I never really went back to it. That was one of those first times where I made my peace with a backlog I was never going to get to.
But I didn't hold out much hope they'd stay that way for long. I'd already lost the ransom money, got the hostage killed, and I was only just getting started. This was turning into another fine example.
Comrade Haggis, you're not late at all. I just started back in. I don't know how long I'm gonna... Basically, I'm going to play until my food delivery gets here. And then it's gonna be like a 20-minute break. Another break. I'm addicted to not being on stream when I'm streaming.
I'd heard about these raids. Rent-a-thugs in body armor sending a message to the poor that the cops are still in charge.
What?
When they hit the favelas, they came in hard and fast. Everyone was fair.
Did the thing again.
As I was about to find out.
Yeah, I forgot to open YouTube chat. Damn it! That's the second time that's happened. At least it had the courtesy to just crash this time. Actually, wait, hold on. Ugh, I can't stand seeing Windows pop up when I open up an application now. Some bullshit new, like, please look at this thing that we added. Tooltip. I've trained myself to not look at them out of spite, which is bad because sometimes they actually do say things that I should pay attention to. But they burned it out. All goodwill has been burned by little notification bubbles. You do exactly what I want, and that's it. No more. I don't want to hear about anything. No words. I'm just tossing it.
Oh, yeah. There's no need to keep it.
God. Windows 98 never bothered you with that, but it did crash a lot. It wasn't until XP or really the NT kernel that you could leave Windows on for multiple days in a row and not really worry about it. No! Don't look! Why are you shooting me? Ah! Use the theme? Oh, like the Windows 98 theme? I'll remember the buttons, don't worry about it. Just in time to step away again. How goes it? Playing Parasite Eve 2 while you watch the stream. How do you like 2? I remember I didn't care for 2 for some reason. I liked 1 a lot. But it goes pretty good. I'm really hungry. That's okay. Chicken salads are on the way. All manner of bowls that contain chicken. Oh shit. New rifle? I did squats today, so I have to eat chicken. Do squats, eat chicken and broccoli. You're instantly healthy. I should donate blood. Because whoever gets my blood is gonna live 300 years. His arm's a little bit off. Yeah, no chicken salad in Finland. Actually, no chicken at all. No, I take that back. No, they did have a chicken item on the restaurant's menu of the resort that we stayed at. A lot more like Resident Evil 2. One was more of a JRPG for me. Yeah, it was kind of like an action RPG.
The odds of me getting out of there alive, let alone
I liked all the
and Marcello, were narrowing with every passing second.
I like the intersection of movement and then pausing to give commands and then having everything be radial was pretty cool. Instead of it being a grid. Birds can't fly in Finland because they freeze.
My body ached and my eyes burned. I needed something to straighten me out.
I don't remember seeing any birds in Finland in the air. Didn't see a lot of living things, really. Been into PS1 and PS2 classics lately? I've been dabbling in that era, too. I played all the Ace Combats and Armored Cores, and that naturally tracks through both those consoles. I'm trapped. This is it. This puzzle is too devious. Too cunning for me. Oh, Jesus. Little trip, little slip. Shanito Lalouche.
This wasn't such a good spot to enjoy the view.
Thanks for the sub. Nope. There we go. Just need that gun to swing around. Just play God Hand. I was thinking of, because I always have to make it a franchise. Every game, where are those bullets coming from? Man. Every game from Clover and then Platinum Games. That would be fun. And that's some like mega gaming right there. Includes a lot of games I played and a lot of games I haven't actually. Ooh. Why does that keep happening? What the fuck? That's so weird, man. Ugh. Yeah, Devathons. Those are always really interesting. Yeah, it's how much they learn. I feel like there's also just the progression of a developer's business. The scaling of their budgets, the inclusions of new teams, all that sort of stuff. Hey, I am Paperclip. Thanks for the sub. Yeah, everything is great with me. Ninja Theory-a-thon? I thought about that. I never played Heavenly Sword. but it didn't seem like people really liked that one very much.
I was still alive, and still not all that happy about it. Why did the easy way out never come? Maybe I thought I didn't deserve it.
Missed the early 2000s. Lots of nostalgia for what the gaming sphere was like back then. There were bright spots, but I have to be like, I get nostalgia, but holy moly, are things so much better now. I think. The only thing we don't have is F-Zero. And even then we kind of have F-Zero. Yeah, Enslaved I really liked.
Starting to get too real.
But it was also one of the only few, like it was one of the few games with some artistic spark and something clever to say at times. So I wonder, I remember the beat 'em up aspects not being like super great. It was more the setting, like overgrown, wasted concrete buildings and stuff was super, super cool. The performances were really good. I remember there was actual subtlety and gravity to some of the lines as opposed to just smashing through dialogue like most video games do. I remember there being a somewhat clever
scene executing fools after the failed kidnapping at the party.
Potential commentary on the nature of gaming and the intersection of free will in games. You know, the BioShock thing, I think is kind of in that game too. Or you could read it in there if you wanted to.
Jesus Christ, these bastards made the NYPD look like the Hare Krishnas.
Oh no, Enslaved is it's Ninja Theory. It was 360 PS3 era. It's a Journey to the West analog.
Seeing, but I had the feeling it wasn't that strange for anyone else.
You play Andy Serkis, who is playing the Monkey King in like a post-apocalyptic ruined society thing. You have it for PS3? Yeah. Pretty sick game. I remember the game itself being pretty boilerplate, but really the trappings of everything else kind of making it much more exceptional. Alright. Speaking of exceptional, I have got to go eat a chicken salad, a Pollo Fit Bowl, to get these abs going. So I apologize to step away again so quickly, but like 20-30 minute salad consumption, back on Max Payne, and then Palworld with Alana, Bruce, Rahul, maybe Jacob. So yeah, you guys can walk me through Palworld more. Show me how to do it, how to be a good pal in the world. All right, I'll be back. I've experienced the honest nutty crunch. It's got an honest nutty crunch though, Steph. Steph's insisting that no one likes grape nuts. I'm inclined to agree. Grape nuts are like, it's what you eat after your teeth are gone. Except they're like a bunch of pebbles. It's weird because it looks like they would be good. But any amount of grape, like if it covers the bottom of the bowl, it's too much.
I had no option but to take the
Kenny Gardner, thanks for the sub. Also, I'm back, everyone. Sorry for the extended delays.
These charmers weren't there to make a couple of arrests. They were bussing them out by the dozen. But
we'll have a nice thick stream tomorrow.
Judgment on proper police procedure and justifiable use of force.
Only interruptions, such as they are, is the pre-scheduled raid night. We're getting close to phase 2. I'm gonna size up a little bit. I'm gonna get a little more serious during raid night. I'm gonna get my skills in check. Whoa! You want to tuck that arm back there to make it dodge any gunfire. Yeah. Because if you take a bullet to your other arm, then you won't be able to reload. So you just tuck it right behind your back like that for superior firing stance. You have your 3 points of contact with the ground. God, this game rules so hard. Yeah. Gotta hold your whiskey and something. Oh, it put me into down but not out. Aw. Those spring-loaded helmets. Like pinball. Max really is shooting just everybody. This all started because of a disagreement in a bar. Max was in a bad mood.
Get my bearings. Problem was, some other fine gentleman had the same idea. I'd gone from out of luck to unarmed and shit out of luck.
What actor would be best to play Max Payne if they made a series?
Point can always go lower, as my new friends were about to.
I feel like Tom Hardy could pull it off. There's always a bit of a wink to his performances, like
a busload of lucky
his squint.
Out earlier.
Yeah, Marky Mark, obviously, the legend, Mark Wahlberg. When it comes to like the dives,
I was lost.
Donnie Yen, I mean, he's getting up there.
And it was the closest I was going to get to.
And I've never seen Donnie Yen like actually play hard, much less goofy hard. Christopher Pine, yeah, Christopher Pine would be good. Fuck, yeah, you're right.
Did they have Marcelo and Giovanna? Was this just an average favela raid or something more?
Yeah.
When all you're left with is questions, I guess your only option is to go with your gut. And my gut was telling me that band of Americans
like,
lead me to some answers.
Adrian Brody?
Answers I'd soon wish I'd never received.
Donnie Yen is old as fuck. Carl Urban, yeah, he could do that.
They looked like the same paramilitaries from the stadium in office attacks. Something felt wrong.
Carl Urban is a video game protagonist, which is why he is always cast as them.
Anytime those guys decided to join the party, you could be sure it wasn't going to end in a piñata and a slice of cake.
Just de-aged Chow Yun-Fat. And as usual, we've come back to Stranglehold.
Vigilantes doing an exchange with the Death Squad cops? Were they buying people? What the hell for? None of this made too much sense. These two were serious operatives. One was a band of hired killers and the other supposed to keep the peace. Yet they were doing deals.
I've seen some of his comedy roles, Rayam. It's okay, is what I would say. Like, by this point in his career, Jackie Chan had already put out some pretty decent dramatic acting chops. Which, you know, that's no mark against Donnie Yen but by any stretch. I still like seeing him on screen. Just never seen him try to go serious. There's those moments, right?
Here was Giovanna,
where he, like, reconnects with his estranged daughter or something. He does his little, like, smile. Nice guy Donnie Yen smile. Shit, man. That's fucked up. Yeah, that's fucked up.
You bastard.
Josh Brolin, yeah. Bryan Cranston, yeah. I'm trying to think of roster of grizzled old guys.
No, you don't want to do that.
Joel Kinnaman? Thinking of Silent Night. Joel Kinnaman. Kind of checks out.
Why did they do that to Marcelo?
It's a legendary gang way of killing people.
These are no ordinary street gang.
I guess they want people to think they are. With this, they can justify the killings of today and the people they
fucking... Punisher. Bob Odenkirk actually would be pretty good. Yeah. I bought him more as like a... Yeah, he's more like Max Payne 1. Yeah, John Bernthal. There we go. Tom Jane? I haven't seen Tom Jane in a role like the last 10 years. Which is, I just wonder how he's aged up. Because yeah, I could see it. Yeah, Bob could sell the comedy and sadness. Yeah, the Family Guy aspect. I can see him sitting at a desk looking sadly at a picture of his family, right? And I can even buy, like, because of Nobody, you know, I can buy the descent into
after a couple
self-destructive rampage.
You learn to appreciate what you've got.
He could do that, yeah.
Now, all we had was each other. I was a wreck, and Giovanna, well, I knew what she'd seen. No amount of drugs or therapy could erase.
Bernthal X 2 Angry.
Pain follows
Max Payne has a few rage outs, but they're pretty rare.
Poor girl had been through enough.
Yeah, Bernthal brings some very believable fire to his roles, whereas Max Payne is kind of just dead inside, you know.
Was calling Passos. I didn't know if this was a good place to hide or not. When
you need a revenant,
a crew of paramilitary,
a force of nature.
Send you upstairs. I reasoned the crowd was as good a place as any. At least when we got shot. Maybe some kind soul would take a video and put it on the internet.
Let's go. I just saw a couple looking at me.
All right.
Paso said there's a good place to hide in the back.
Just try to stay calm.
Joel Edgerton's looking gruff, especially in the Netflix movie he was just in. Yeah, John Travolta. John Travolta's a brick house. I think he might have aged out of Max Payne. He'd be a good Max Payne. Well, there was, what is it? I Am Wrath was his Rampage movie. Yeah. Yeah. A movie that halfway through, Steph looked at it and was like, this movie was meant to be for Nick Cage. And then I looked it up and she was right. Danny McFly, thank you for the sub. Yeah, Bruce Willis in Sin City, absolutely.
In here.
Forgot who I was gonna look up. That's okay. Oh, Joel Edgerton, that's right.
Just try to stay calm, right? I know this is fucked up.
I'm pretty calm. I'm also pregnant.
You gotta be shitting me.
Me and Raul, Passos you call him. We just want to live somewhere, away from this shit.
I understand. I wanted that too, a long time ago.
What happened?
Just didn't work out that way.
Sorry to hear that.
Maybe things will be different. For you two, I mean. Passos is a lucky guy. Shh.
Yeah. She's putting a few death flags on her, isn't she? Although, really, you have to appreciate this game's restraint in not pointlessly referencing the other Max Payne games. They could have done a dumb, like, reference, like lines that didn't need to be there. Audience masturbation that doesn't need to happen.
Your baby shower.
I think the flashback stages are like all the payoff. That's the best kind of payoff. Sequences that you can replay in like a newer game. That's pinnacle shit. The sequence from Metal Gear Solid 4, man, almost makes up for the rest of it not really being a game. Yeah, press X to see flashes of family. That I don't mind because it's thoroughly, you know, voluntary. As soon as you acknowledge player choice or even just involve player input at all, your bullshit is A-okay. The only rule, and it's hardly a rule itself, is that it has to be interactive.
They're going to kill us.
Favorite games from a gameplay perspective? Favorite games from a philosophy or what the game has to say perspective?
If we stay here, we have to move.
From a 2-play perspective, you've got like Quake Or Quake 3, I guess. Beatmania, Tetris, DDR. Max Payne 3. The lights and sounds games that Enhance / Tetsuya Mizuguchi are associated with are some of those games.
Oh, thank God.
Philosophy.
I think we can get out this way.
Philosophy-wise, these are recent examples, but I find a lot to love about, well, things like StarCraft 2, even League of Legends on a design perspective. I can respect any game that pushes the human physical cognition to its limit. That's awesome. We can invent ways to compete where, like, we don't even have brains good enough to run hotter than that so far. So that's pretty sick. Any game that can, like, operate under that intensity and is still kind of, like, balanced and fair as a game and just in terms of game design, super sick. Those are the kinds of things that only computers can enable. It just can't exist without the medium of games. Apart from that, in terms of, like, single-player stuff, like Outer Wilds, Hotline Miami, Earthbound to a degree, but that's mostly due to my positive. So Undertale, Death Stranding, there are games that I think have kind, constructive messages and try to convey them in an emotional way based on how you play. They don't just lecture you, they have you go through an experience and then they give framework to that experience in terms of its story. So it kind of like, it teaches you a new way to feel, kind of, which is it's a little excessive. That's pretty haughty for a game, and it's rare. But that's where it crosses over into like philosophical appreciation for me. That somebody made something that wasn't just meant to entertain, but invite people to understand themselves more or experience some new sensation on this planet. Is Death Stranding worth the playthrough? Not necessarily, no.
Okay.
And the things that I appreciate about it are pretty hippie. If you just want to have fun with a game, and there's nothing wrong with that, I want to make that super clear. I'm not being like, I like games on a level that's better. That's only true in any other case except for this one. But yeah, I don't think any game is worth not having fun with. I can't. I mean, I fun is such a relative term. I'm trying to think of how to phrase this. Oh my god, there's so many dudes here. Holy shit, dude. Is he down? I didn't see the... I guess when you blind fire, you don't get a kill.
Short of riding in on a parade float, we couldn't have made our arrival more obvious. We had to hide someplace out of the open.
Yeah, games are sublime when they're entertaining, but they can be divine. That doesn't mean they have to be. That doesn't mean that it's even possible.
I had to get this poor girl out of there.
What am I?
I needed to get to my unhappy place.
Yeah, I don't disagree, Captain. The moment-to-moment gameplay of Death Stranding. I mean, I think you make a lot of micro decisions around walking to a place or navigating the terrain.
Max,
Come on.
what's going on? What's going on?
I don't know, but we gotta get the hell out of here. Let's go.
But once you get some upgrades and certain things just don't matter anymore.
Lay low till Passos gets here.
This wasn't looking good. What the hell were Giovanna and Marcelo thinking going in there by themselves?
But I'm okay with, like...
No more idiotic than mine, and I couldn't really fault them for losing faith in the Broncos'
I guess
security.
Death Stranding is not shy about being a logistics simulator. It's not a hyper-complicated one, I guess.
A barely recovering alcoholic and an unarmed pregnant woman. We were hardly a SEAL team. I put our life expectancy at 5 minutes. If we were lucky.
If you can lift me up there,
And I
I'll
guess,
see if I can lower it down.
more often than not, just the active traversal somewhere in Death Stranding would lead to unexpected circumstances. Like, it wasn't predictable. Even though it seems like it should be. Something as silly as just like tripping over something. Peeing on something.
She wasn't giving up. And I guess that meant neither could I.
I don't know. Yeah, it just doesn't bother me. But I can see why it would seem so, or like too low-key. Games that don't involve a lot of decisions tend to bore me. But that one's chill for some reason. I guess I should be way less hard on Palworld for that reason. You know? Is there that much difference in trudging, in carrying Gunpla across the post-apocalypse and raising an army of cute little teddy bears to harvest apples for you or whatever the heck?
What now? There's no way down!
Heavy Rain and this are the same developer? No, they are not. Pancakes with snow syrup. I think Rockstar might be attached to both? Wait. No. Heavy Rain was, David Cage.
Yes, I think so.
Well, that may be our best bet. Go
That
on,
studio's
I'll
not
meet you
doing too
there.
good these days, huh?
Are you sure?
That's right, Horror of the Orient never came out for some reason.
Find a way through. Just stay quiet and keep down.
What is the name of that studio? How am I blanking on this? A legendary studio behind Fahrenheit and Beyond Two Souls? And supposedly making that wicked Star Wars game that we've never heard a single thing other about? Yeah, Klondike, I don't know. Quantic Dream, that's the one. Yes! People should have, I don't know. I guess everyone was just diplomatically silent about it, but I was asking questions about Star Wars Eclipse as soon as it showed up. What the hell's going on with that game, Steph? Star Wars Eclipse, remember that? Eclipse.
As so many Star Wars games are announced.
Yeah.
And then eventually Lucasfilm goes, nah. And then they just
Huh. I don't know how they got the,
it's together.
yeah. They put on their robes.
Yeah, they put on their robes.
Meet up in Denny's.
They vote. It's kind of hard to do like a secret vote when everybody has to fling a lightsaber around because that's how they vote.
There had to be an easier way out of there than the way I came in.
Zoom, zoom. They should have let David Cage do it. Those cowards should have let David Cage make a Star Wars game. Beyond Two Souls didn't seem terrible. It was... David Cage finally gave up on convincing people he was making a full interactive movie. Where the fuck? How do I get lost in these rooms? Oh, maybe it's the blinking light, huh?
I was getting good at this.
Yeah, it looked like Dune. There was an oil man. Is he not making it? I mean, we don't know. Didn't that get announced like 2 years ago? 3 years ago? Maybe it's feasible we wouldn't hear anything about it if they're just quietly making it. Imagine Omicron but Star Wars. You get to trade souls with Han Solo and then go in and bang Princess Leia.
Has to be something.
David Cage is a genius. Damn it. I seem a lot better at taking cover. David Cage-a-thon? Yes. What was... I guess Omicron was David Cage's first game. That's the real shit right there. Oh, what? This one? Oh.
Are you okay? I think so. There must be.
I got about... I did legitimately make it through part of Omicron. I wonder if I have my old save. Ooh, probably not. I did just blow up my Windows install. Maybe if good old games cloud saved my Omicron file.
Come on. Let's get the hell away from here.
Man, I don't know that I'm looking forward to playing that again. I mean, I am, you know. Omicron came out before Shenmue, and that's important.
Down there.
Yeah, David Cage is French. Some of our dumbassest video games used to be French. The French kind of did all the heavy lifting the Italians were supposed to do when it comes to weird, low-rent, psychedelic sci-fi and stuff. A lot of heavy influences in the PC FMV department, I believe. Ah, French. Hello, crazy Roy boy. Goes very well. Oh, wait. What are they doing now?
Our day had started with us hiding in filth, and got progressively worse. My luck was running true to form. Or rather, I was running true to form.
You're gonna play Palworld? It's funny, I was just checking that. Cause yeah, some of the crew are gonna get on and we're gonna play Palworld together. And maybe it'll definitely be more fun with other people. And of course I can rely on chat to tell me where everything is. Omicron released like a week before Shenmue? Man. Two greats back to back. Oh, Pathologic 2? Probably like it, yeah. Is that like a... What kind of game is that? Remember 2 Human? Yes. Dennis Dyack. X-Men Legends'
Should we wait here?
Dennis Dyack.
No, it's not safe enough. Come on.
The West's Hideo Kojima.
Max!
Quiet!
You're the one breaking in.
No, you're the one breaking in. Come on. Get your leg up. All right. Got it?
God, Need for Speed Marathon? Only the FMV ones. And when you're going to be playing Ashura's Wrath? Probably tomorrow at this rate.
Listen.
Check it out. Stay here.
God, that bass kicks in.
I will wait.
Okay. Oh, Jake. Thanks for the super show. Super chat. Awfully generous of you. Appreciate the $5 dues. Yeah, wow. They get down into cover a lot faster. got. I'm getting sniped now. Crazy Roy Boy, thank you for the sub. Appreciate that. It's a deep horror RPG, very narratively well put together. Someone never felt overly dense, just fascinating. And it's really a proper remake of 1. Okay, alright. Whoa! The moves! Completely razzle-dazzled. Uh-oh. Hey, Gamer Pup. Thanks for gifting a sub. Appreciate that. Sorry, I'm getting worked by this. Ah! Fast. Yeah, what, he sued Epic and lost, Dennis Dyack? Because he said that Epic, like, took improvements that they made to the Unreal Engine that they owned and integrated it back into the Unreal Engine without, like, acknowledging it or paying them. And that was it. His studio's gone. Damn, man. Still gonna shut up, but oh, Epic sued Dennis? Oh, I thought it was the other way around. Wait, what would they sue him for? They probably countersued. Are we pre or post dinner break? Post. No more dinner breaks. No more breaks, just games. Fuck! Damn, man. These guys are snipers and they hit hard. I heard more over here. Shit. God! Gotta change the title. Oh, okay. Ooh. Yeah, Silicon Knights. Their best game, probably Eternal Darkness. Kind of like actually landed a lot of what it was going for, and those things mattered to the game. Damn, man. They make them thick here. Come on. You're forgetting a game? What am I forgetting? Twin Snakes? Shoo, I was forgetting Twin Snakes. Yeah, it's gotta be Twin Snakes. I mean, did they get credit for that, though? It is their best game. That's for sure. Blood Omen Legacy of Kain is wretched. That game sucks, man. It's got a neat idea, I guess. Oh. Oh! Poor Max. Man, I gotta play through Twin Snakes all gussied up in Dolphin. How sick is that gonna be? He got me. He got me before I could leave the floor. Dude! Yeah, these guys are nuts. Even when I know where they're coming from, they can still hit me first. There's still one in the office. They stayed down longer, which is interesting. Yeah, they don't have grenades, which I was thinking about. I mean, they have a grenade launcher. But yeah, in Max Payne 1 and 2... Oh! There he goes. Should have kept firing. You had like grenades and Molotovs and... Interestingly, you didn't really need them in those games as much as you would need them in this.
I'm going to wait here. It's not safe.
I won't break my neck this time. I won't do it. Am I gonna do it? No, I'm not! Is Max Payne 3 Rockstar's best game? No. Yeah, it's GTA 5. Just because it's the most recent game they've made. Had to give him 2 warning shots.
Here, I'm here. It's okay. It's okay.
Red Dead 2, yeah. If you're only looking at the single player game, it's still GTA 5 though. Is it?
Heard of the bus before?
It might be Red Dead 2.
Ever shot anybody?
No.
Well, it's drive or shoot.
Yeah.
Right now, I reckon I'll be better at the shooting. Come on, you can do this.
I think it's Red Dead 2. Yeah,
Right,
it's
listen.
Red Dead 2.
I give you the word. I want you to slam it into gear, full on the gas, and drive us the hell out of here.
What?
Just drive the fucking thing straight and keep on going. Relax. You can do this.
God, the Warriors was so sick.
Go.
The Warriors and Mortal Kombat Shaolin Monks in kind of like the same window. The future was looking so bright for co-op action games for a hot minute there. And I guess Borderlands and Left 4 Dead, really good times in those.
Oh my god!
Try to stay calm.
Now we have Palworld.
Keep going.
I don't know what I'm doing!
Just keep your...
Yeah, Army of 2. Very fun experiments and just like co-op campaigns.
Careful. Try to keep us straight.
Steer games towards shooters, yeah. Got Destiny. Yeah, that's true, that's a good point. I guess we have Monster Hunter. That's out there.
Yeah, I see it.
Meu Deus! Oh no!
Try to stay calm.
I can't control this thing!
Ooh!
Look, Paco!
Just drive. Hold on.
I never played Lost Planet. Lost Planet 2. I guess that was when a lot of their games were starting to be in the style of Monster Hunter. Lost Planet 1 was great. I was thinking about Lost Planet when I was in Finland.
We're okay. We're okay. You good?
I don't know. Terrain games. I kind of like them. Games that have traversal as like a primary activity.
Son of a bitch. Quick, come on. Giovanna, go. I need you to get up to the roof of this building and get the Passos. Tell them to wait for me now. Go. Jump. Go.
God, there's so many mans. Oh! Man, that must be a real pain in the ass. You know that you got a dude and then suddenly a bullet comes from out of nowhere.
I was just about to run to the roof when my savior and friend, the man whose unborn child I had just killed for, decided to leave without me.
Boy, Max! Get in! Quick!
Picked a hell of a day to stop drinking, Max. Ghost car.
I can't believe that bastard just flew off on me.
We're back.
Everything we've been through, I saved his girlfriend's life.
Who? Raul Passos?
Yeah, Raul Passos.
Yeah, I know. I thought you guys were very close.
We were.
Well, you know what? I did a background check.
Jesus.
I mean, I thought the two of you worked for Rodrigo Branco.
Yeah, so?
So? Did you get paid by Victor?
Victor? No.
Well, Raul Passos did. 6 times. Dating back to a few months before you turned up. He even paid for a ticket for him to go to New York.
Why?
I don't know. My guess is to meet you.
But why?
I don't know. Maybe he liked you. Maybe he thought you needed a break.
That's funny.
I don't know. Maybe he wanted some dumb gringo to come down here to shoot things up and maybe to take the watch for Rodrigo when he got shot.
I don't believe that.
Why? Because you're not a dumb gringo? Or because you are?
You know, I have no fucking...
Fresh Tal asks, does this game have anything to do with Remedy? Yes. Remedy developed Max Payne 1 and 2. But Max Payne 1 and 2 were published by Rockstar Games. Because they published games back then, I guess. So they have the rights to Max Payne. Rockstar does. Yes, the GTA Rockstar.
Let me ask you something.
What?
So in 2011, 2012,
you really thought that you were doing
they made the 3rd game in the series.
And don't tell me you're so naive as to think you were just down there guarding a woman.
I didn't know what to say. I had been so loaded in Panama, I could scarcely remember my own name. I know things had got real heavy.
Never understood why the Broncos went out of their way to recruit Max for their security detail. Yeah, I guess they're implying he's a fall guy.
Panama had been my second job with Passos.
Hey, Max! Max! Come on!
But they got more than they bargained for.
Banging waitresses at some fancy wedding in the Caribbean. This seemed like another easy gig. It was the middle of the day, and like any self-respecting idiot...
Is the story connected to the first two? Not really, actually. It's a version of the character. There are very slight references to the first and second games, and that's it. It exists pretty successfully on its own, kind of like Max Payne 1 and 2.
Sure beats New Jersey, huh, Max?
Some ways.
Hey, come on, it's awesome!
Yeah. Everybody's drunk and tanned and listening to house music. Most of them have plastic surgery and they're all doing blow. I guess it is kind of like Jersey, huh?
That's very funny, Max. Hey, Saúde.
Oh.
This is before he settled on scotch.
Drinking so much. I'll give myself serious liver damage.
Yeah, big deal. You can always get a new one. Relax.
I hope you're not drinking on the job, gentlemen. Kidding, I hope you are. Just stay off the yayo, I don't have enough to share. I'm kidding again. Oh, Mikey. Even though we just met, I feel like we are good friends, you know? I feel like safe with you guys. Know that, like real safe.
That's great.
Yeah, and I love New York. The East Hamptons, do you know it?
Not really. I spent my honeymoon in Montauk.
Oh, where's that?
It's just down the road.
Whatever. Last time I was there, I got so wasted, I nearly shit myself. I didn't know you were married.
Yeah, well, my wife passed away.
Good.
Bang.
Not good. Bad.
There's your Max Payne 1 reference.
But good, because now I can get you laid a lot. It is great to be single, hey?
Playing through Max Payne 1 now is an Alex Casey simulator. Yep, that's exactly what it is.
Fuck her.
Alex Casey is the Alan Wake version of Max Payne, but they couldn't call it Max Payne because Rockstar owned the rights to Max Payne, and they did Alan Wake for Microsoft.
Got to speak to Felipe. Felipe! You crazy?
But they retained the rights to Alan Wake.
Pasos. Welcome.
And I don't think they had the rights to anything that they made until they did Control, which is why Control connected to Alan Wake and started the Remedyverse.
Smile a bit more, you know? Because life is good!
I guess there are some cheeky references in Quantum Break.
It's coming. Hey, soon.
Pasos. I gotta go lay down.
Okay.
Quantum Break 8 connected to nothing? Well, in the sense that Mr. Door is basically in Quantum Break. Like, it's as connected as Alex Casey and Max Payne. I think you can, well, I guess that character, Mr. Hatch or whatever, in Quantum Break, was written pretty, like, generically mystic, you know? Like, he had rituals, so that implied that there were rules to who he was and what he knew. But I think aside from just being generally written as a character who knows more than they let on, I don't know that there was a whole lot concrete there. And that's from my distant memory, though. Oh, jeez. He's passing out. Yeah, Chili Dogs. No, the game is very acknowledging of what a shitty bodyguard he is. Which, honestly, he might have been scouted because he was an alcoholic. Way easier to, way easier for them to be the fall guy, right? Especially if they're surrounded by free alcohol all the time. Oh, man. Yeah, Max, you fucked up. How did he get to keep working for them after this?
¡Encontré a uno de ellos!
That did not work out in my favor. God, this music is sick.
The dead guys looked like soldiers in one of those Central American guerrilla armies. Pirates with a manifesto. Psychos with a dream. That sort of bullshit.
Huh.
The radio. Maybe I could send out an SOS.
Disparos en la cubierta interior. Hay que ver qué pasa. Asegúrate de que los burros no derrochen municiones con los tripulantes. Todos los demás siguen buscando.
It certainly wasn't the first time I'd woken up with a hangover, long after a party had turned sour.
I'm wondering where this level is going.
The need to get out of the boat's hull and onto the upper deck as soon as possible was countered by the probability of running into another hijacker. I had to move carefully.
¡Está ahí!
Fire was sucking oxygen from the room. I didn't care if I got shot the second I got out of there. I needed one more gulp of fresh air before I died. It was like the need for a wake-up whiskey after a 2-day bender. How to shut off the fuel feeds. Move, Max.
A little morning whiskey.
Shut it down.
Yeah. I want to gulp that air.
I shut down one engine, but it didn't make much difference.
I have never drank to try to ease a hangover. That feels like the absolute last thing I ever want to do when I have a hangover.
Now the boat could get back to smelling like suntan oil, stale margaritas, and greed.
My body associates the taste and smell of alcohol with how wretched I feel. Too strongly. That actually works. Man.
So this was the famous Panama Canal. We could have gone to the moon while I was passed out and I wouldn't have noticed.
Does not work. Well, acute easing of symptoms, right? It's like a illusory. It's a illusory. I think I watched a YouTube video where they were basically like, instead of your body processing the toxins you've already put in, it starts working on the new ones. So it just kind of delays the hangover. But it can, like, theoretically, you can spread it out. So you get up, you get more hydrated. So when, like, the toxins come back in line to get processed out of your bloodstream, you've had some food, you're a little more awake.
The guys up ahead were
you're treating withdrawal symptoms.
like the rest of them.
That's a good way. Yeah, I guess that's the perfect way to describe it.
Ordinary kidnap job. Something on the boat had attracted the sharks.
Okay. Whoa! Man, the Panama track is incredible. How smoky is this?
Daphne's ship was always stocked.
Hey, David, thanks for the sub. Ooh. EE. 2 anniversary EE. Thank you very much. Where'd that come from? Who did that? Who's that?
I was letting myself get distracted from the task at hand.
What the? Hey! Oh man, I guess he was in there. Oh. Yeah, water and carbs. Yeah, that's what I've found. Like, water, carbs,
I was on a ghost ship in a ghost canal. The whole thing creeped.
I find like something fatty helps. Coffee for sure. Coffee helps with like headaches. Helps to get the body moving. Chugging water the night before is like the most profound answer, but you can't go back in time sometimes. I always like something kind of fatty. I don't know. It feels like it coats my stomach in a layer of wax. Fatty wax.
The pirates were
greasy.
Everything.
Fills in all the like alcohol cracks, right? Whoa! Slipped on the deck. Ow! I don't know what's weird though. When I change my... No, doing shots is still fun. But if I change my objectives from like getting messed up to just enjoying all my drinks, suddenly my hangovers don't get as bad. Playing with the gang in a few minutes? Yes.
And the band played on.
I probably missed a piano. Or two, but... Oh, I will never get tired of that. It is always a delight to just slip, ram my head into a railing, bonk, down, dead. It is a treat, a treasure. Oi.
¡Listo, parce! ¡Ya puedes adelantar! ¡Anda, anda! ¡Está abierto!
What? Wait. Oh, damn, they're over there. Damn. That's a lot of guys. Mr. Nutty, thank you for the sub.
Booze, coke, pills. You could get whatever party favor you wanted on this vessel.
Ah, damn. Sheesh. We got some shooters out here.
Help with my sea legs, but they sure as shit felt good.
God, that timpani roll?
Maybe there was something on the bridge. I checked every other inch of the boat. I spotted Passos and Marcelo. If I'd known back then that they'd been up to no good while I was fighting my way through a band of violent paramilitaries and a worse hangover, I might not have wanted to get over to them so bad.
Hey, Passos!
At the time, I hadn't thought too much about this. I hadn't thought too much about anything.
Yeah, that's suspicious.
Now I remember it didn't seem quite so kosher.
What about, what's her name? Daphne.
Do whatever you think is best.
I think it's best we try to go find her.
Yeah, okay, let's go.
See? I didn't think Passos was a bad guy. He didn't need to try to save this woman or the crew.
Through here. I didn't realize you knew your way around here. They were using that building to get across the canal.
Damn. These beats are chill. This sounds more like health,
Equipment in the truck
or what I'm
It'd be a
somewhat
shame
familiar
to
with.
See it go to waste.
Come on!
Come on, I don't know how much time we have. I'm moving.
Is it are there any scouts out there who can let me know if the rest of the crew, Alana, Jacob, Bruce, are loading up into Palworld? Anyone know? Hey, Pop-Tart. How'd the X-rays go?
We're good.
Hey, what's up, Harry? Huh? Bruce on main menu? Alright, I'll switch over. I can't tell if I'm near the end of this level or not.
What I expected to find. On a boat full of drunks and bullshit artists, I'd been a cabaret act. Shooting whatever came in front of me was easier than coming to terms with that reality.
Almost there then. 5 minutes if I don't suck. Some of these rooms can be tricky. God, dude, lay off the trigger, man.
You don't!
Oh my God. Got me. where he is. Shit.
Fancy seeing you here.
Tough patient, 5 retakes. Incredibly sweet and patient. We all learned something new. She didn't have her canines? They're gone? Or just never grew? Oh, getting crowded in here. Hey, Fender fan. Also Indiana Junkins, hello. Yeah, this game rules, huh? This game is good as hell. Get to watch a movie? Play this game like once a year? Very good. You've already cleared the single requirement to be a good contributor to chat, and that you respect Max Payne 3. What the heck are these guys? Ah. Whoops. No, I couldn't reload yet.
I blocked out all my questions. All I thought about was getting to Daphne Bernstein before it was too late.
Yeah, about that.
Jesus Christ.
Fuck, man. This is brutal. I didn't think things would be like this.
I should have jumped in that goddamn canal myself and swum my way back to New York.
Let me ask you again, Max. What do you think you were really doing in Panama?
I was drinking.
People died. Innocent people. Who do you think robbed you?
I don't know. I was told it was people who disliked Daphne Bernstein, something about an unpleasant divorce.
Her ex-husband worked on Wall Street. Do you think he has easy access to Panamanian death squads?
Guess I didn't really think about it.
You were smuggling something, weren't you?
No. I mean, I didn't realize it at the time. I didn't think too much about it, but yes, Marcelo did drive off with something. I don't know what. I didn't see him until we got to Brazil a week or so later.
I think it was money. I think Marcelo and Victor have a friendly banker there in Panama. Your little cruise was to deliver the cash to him because there it's easier to launder.
But I thought the Broncos were rich.
Rodrigo's rich. The other two, they live well, but they don't have real money. Victor's campaigns were always financed by his brother. That is the way among certain rich families there. The eldest brother is the king. You know, he gets everything. The other two, not so much.
And now Rodrigo's dead.
Exactly. And Marcelo, too. It's an awful tragedy for Victor, huh? A man running on a law and order ticket, you know, whose brothers have both been killed in such terrible circumstances. A true patriot.
What about Marcelo?
Marcelo was an idiot. Were this true, I certainly don't believe he could possibly have known about it. But I do believe some other scheme, you know, some other bullshit. Whatever that cash was, Victor could have talked him into something. I don't know yet.
And Passos?
These guys got to stop talking.
Bomb ex-cop. He failed in America, failed in Sao Paulo. He was surrounded by more money and more poverty than his tiny little head can handle. You think guys like that can't be bought?
No, but
But nothing. Probably not a bad guy. He's just a man caught in the crossfire of a very rich family.
What about me?
You. You're the fall guy.
Yeah.
The American.
That's enough, right?
Acting like the action hero.
They pin the downfall of their family members on him.
You're a stroke of genius.
That ain't how it is.
You were an angry ex-cop. You were sitting in a bar with a history of violence.
I don't want to hold people up.
You were perfect.
Me and Passos went to the academy together.
Did you?
I don't fucking know.
Okay, let's take a drive, Max. You want to do some good? Want to get yourself killed in a good cause? Then I need you to check something out for me.
Like what?
That incident at the favela.
God, where is the next checkpoint? I don't know.
Officers say a bus drove off some captives.
They did, I saw it.
But no captives were ever booked.
They probably handed them off to the paramilitary death squads, the,
Caixa Preto?
Right.
Who did?
I don't know, the cops. The other cops, the cops who shoot on sight.
The UFE.
Right.
Max, you see that building there?
Imperial Palace Hotel?
Yeah, that's what it says. People go in there, in large groups, under armed guard. But it isn't a police station, and no one comes out of there.
Why don't you just go in and bust the joint, get a warrant?
I'm only a cop, Max.
So you keep saying. Time to find out what was going on here. I didn't fancy booking myself in the presidential suite, so went looking for the basement.
And you really do wind him up and let him go, don't you? Yes.
I wasn't too excited about the acoustics in this place. A couple of gunshots would sound like I'd walked in here with a goddamn marching band.
Bruce is getting subs and interacting with chat. Okay. I just never want to, like, hold people up. Also, Bruce could be giving me hot pal tips right now.
None of what was about to happen was gonna be.
Damn.
It was the question I kept on asking myself. How could I have been so blind?
God, Max looks like a pile of shit.
The Broncos had gotten the wrong man for the job, but maybe De Silva was right. I was the stooge. The bad joke everybody got but me.
Played like a fiddle. Like, what if there was a video game protagonist in the real world, but they were as manipulatable as a game protagonist would be, you know? I feel like that, I always liked that bit about Doomslayer lore, is that they trap him the same way multiple times because he's an idiot. Or rather, he's not cunning, he just wants to kill demons. And they can, at a certain point, they learn how to use that to at least get him out of the way for a while. Okay. Predictable, yes. And gamers are probably pretty predictable. Alright, I'm gonna step away for a second. Gotta refill my water cup and get ready to pal around with my pals and pal. Thank you very much for watching so far. This game is so good. And I'll be playing more of it tomorrow and also get back to Ashra's Wrath tomorrow. In bold, buttery 60 FPS. So, but for now, more Palworld. Maybe I can get some hot achievements, some fat gamer score, wide points. Yes, yes.